Hi, everybody. Oh my God. Hello. Hi. I hope everybody's having a great day today. I almost said Wednesday. It is not. It is Monday. But I hope that you guys are all having a great day today. I'm just going to scoot a couple things around here real quick, and then we can go ahead and immediately jump in and get Dennis dressed and ready to go. And then we've got our poem, and then we get to pick what the heck we're going to play today. So we've got a handful of options. So I've got 3 options, and then we can pick demo night if we want to just see what else we have, because we still have that huge wheel of potential demos that I have not added anything else to, but we still have a bunch of demos that we could potentially try. So first we are going to get Dennis dressed. So I do not have the strawberry hat as an option right now because he was wearing that one previously. But just like usual, we have got the other 5 options. We've got the sprout, the chicken, the carrot, the bunny, and the orange. So if anybody has a preference on what he wears tonight, I just dropped the orange. But if anybody has a preference on what he wears tonight, then we can go ahead and get him dressed. If not, I will grab it random. We do not have a kitty cat that is awake at the moment close enough to us because we've got Alara back here. And we've got Ignis over on this side of me, but they're both asleep. So I'm not going to try and let them pick one. But I will pick it random if nobody has a preference on what they wear today. But then we will take a peek at our poems for the day. It's called another one from I Am Her Tribe from Danielle Dobby, which is the small book of poems I've got. I've been a huge fan of these so far. Hopefully you guys have been as well. But we'll go ahead and shake up our options. And we can get him dressed. We've got Bunny. So we're going to do the little bunny rabbit today. I'll put up the other ones, make sure they don't get chomped on. And then I'll grab his glasses as well. Sure. Oh, they're stuck. There we go. Which ones did you get? Oh, the rose gold wire metal ones. Amazing. And make sure I've got to make sure I put his hat on correctly. I frequently want to put them on backwards and don't realize that they're backwards. Alrighty. Hi, Bagel. How are you, love? Thank you for redeeming your daily honk. I don't know if I have the visuals on this screen or not. I should. But I do. Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check and make sure. Perfect. Thank you. I'm so freaking happy with it. I'm like, first off, it's like significantly shorter, which is saying a lot because it's still pretty long, but oh God, it feels so much better. And this is truly like, I went to bed with it wet last night and I woke up and was like, all right, let's just freaking go. My bangs somehow, some way cooperated this morning. And I was like, this is it. Like, I think I figured out the style. I'm very, very happy with it. And the hairdresser that I went to, thank you. But the hairdresser that I went to on Saturday, I'd never been to her before because I typically am a Great Clips kind of girl because I don't normally want something that's like heavily stylized. Most of the time I'm just like, it just needs to be a little healthier. Just get rid of some of the length and then I'll call it a day. But I've just been in such a like a mode of like, I really want to find my style, you know, like I'm about to be 31. Like I feel like I need to just figure out who I am and how to express myself. And so getting new glasses was a huge part of that. And then I got those and I was like, okay, well now I'm like, I feel like I'm leaning into that like kind of cozy librarian vibe. And I was like, all right, let's do a shag cut. I missed the bangs that I had, but I'd been just growing my hair out for the wedding. And so it's like, well, that was almost 4 months ago now. So it's like, there's no reason not to at this point. But I'm very happy with it. It's so funny how like a haircut can just make you feel like yourself again. Or even like for the first time, honestly. But Dennis is good. He's got his little bunny ears on. I'm so excited. Literally. I know it's crazy because your birthday is like soon, the 7th. Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah. Okay, so you're like a week older than me. That is insane to me. Like we're like the same person. But that's amazing. It's so cool to like find other people and like click with other people that are your age so they have similar life experiences and whatnot. It's amazing. I'm so excited. We've got our poem. We may have cat cam today. You can like barely see his little head over here behind the chat box. But we've got baby boy over here. He's feeling so much better from last week, which is awesome. But we've got 2 short poems tonight. They are both untitled. The first one just says, "Do not break to break down, break to break open." And then the second one is, "We cannot truly grasp the depth of our light until we are shown our darkness." Freaking love these poems, man. And it's like they all kind of have the same theming of right, but they all kind of have the same theming of just, be gentle with yourself, but challenge yourself, try to become a better version of yourself. But it's all like they're always so interesting. I feel like I say the exact same things every day that when I read them, but I do truly really really like these. And there have definitely been a couple that have like made me kind of sit and be like, "Ooh, I needed to hear that." I didn't necessarily want to hear that, but I feel like I needed to hear that. But we have got a handful of options today. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys those so that we can do a poll. And then the second one, oh, yeah. Yeah, and I can't remember which one it was from a couple weeks ago. But there was a couple that were like back to back, and one of them was truly the like, "Hey, don't be so mean to yourself." And then the other one was, "Hey, but push yourself," because I'm very much the type of person that like I kind of flip-flop from one of those to the other, and I haven't found that like good middle ground yet where I'll be like an all or nothing kind of person. So like, for example, trying to like be better about my health and fitness and all of that, where like I go so fucking hard and then I fall off because I start beating myself up because I missed a day or I missed a meal or like whatever. And so then I flip back to the complete opposite where I'm like, I don't take care of myself at all. So it's got to find that middle ground. It's so hard. But perfect. So we've got 4 options tonight, technically 3 and then demos. So we still have a shit ton of demos that we can spin the wheel, take a peek, have a night of demos. I think that could be incredible, and we could also knock some off of that. But then we also have Strange Antiquities, which is the follow-up game to Strange Horticulture that we were playing last couple weeks. Part of me is like, yeah, let's jump straight into that because it makes sense to just continue on. But the other part of me is like, but I really like the world so much that I kind of want to push it off. And then that way we can like revisit it later and still basically like kind of stretch it out and not just immediately be done with all the fun, if that makes sense. So I think I could go either way on that one. So that's why I threw it in for a potential option for tonight. I have Crime Scene Cleaner ready to go. I think that one is just, it's got like the same kind of like cleaning satisfaction that like Power Wash Sim and whatnot has. But it's definitely on the darker side. I mean, it's crime scenes. So if you guys are squeamish at all, that may not be the best one for you, but it is one of my, like, I wouldn't say it's a favorite game, but I've had a lot of fun with that one. But I would start again from the beginning so that you guys could follow along with some of the story as well, because there is some story to it. But that one's always fun. And then lastly, as a last minute throw in for tonight, I went ahead and downloaded Dredge. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one, but I've seen some of it. Let me get the Steam snippet pulled up. But it's a fishing adventure with a sinister undercut. Sell your catch, upgrade your boat, and dredge the depths for long buried secrets. Explore a mysterious archipelago. I always screw up that word because my husband jokingly says archipelago. And so now anytime I see it and I read it, I get nervous that I'm saying it incorrectly. And discover why some things are best left forgotten. So that one kind of has like a Cthulhu-esque vibe. It's super cute. It's got some really, really cool like art style to it. So I am perfectly content with any of the options tonight. But I figured it'd been a few weeks since we did a viewer's choice, so I wanted to leave it up to you guys. So give me half a second to remember how to do polls. It's like I don't remember how to do this. Okay, let's see. What game for tonight? If I can spell. Okay, so we had demos, dredge, crime scene cleaner, and strange antiquities. Antiquities. Okay, no judgment if I forgot how to spell something. Cool. All right, I'm gonna throw that out for a few minutes. So if you guys have a preference on what we play tonight, please feel free to take part in that lovely, lovely poll that we've got going on. Yeah, but I visited a new stylist, circling back in conversation because I knew I would have a little bit of dead air here. But she was absolutely incredible. Um, like she was very much like, I'm gonna ask you questions about like how do you wear your hair, like what's your normal routine for it? Do you like to sink a lot of time into taking care of it and da da da. Um, and even though I have a lot of hair, I have very fine hair. And so then it's like, especially with having, wavy slash curly hair, depending on the day and depending on what layer of my hair, because the undersides of my hair get curly, but then like the top stays a little more flat. So she was like super focused on making sure we didn't use any super heavy products and like recommending stuff that was still budget friendly, but not like the Pantene or Aussie, because while I really like the way Aussie makes my hair feel for like 4 washes, it starts to get so heavy in my hair and then all of my curls fall out and it's terrible. But she was so sweet and like, taught me how like if I need more volume here to clip them and um but yeah, I really really liked her, and I feel like it's also like so nice to find somebody that you can just exist in silence with in terms of like somebody that you're going to for service. Um, because there's definitely times when I've been like in a stylist chair, again, like great clip stylists, which like absolutely nothing wrong with them. Um, but it's like always so awkward, especially with so many people surrounding you too. They're like, well, I want to talk and have a conversation with you, but like I don't necessarily want these 12 people hearing my conversation at the same time. So it's like kind of a back and forth. Um, but we were the only two in the salon because nobody else had an appointment. It was just a really slow day, which I was like, hey, I'm totally fine with this. Um, but we had some really funny conversations. We started talking about like appearances and because I'd been talking about how I wanted to find my style and this, that, and the other. And then we got talking about weight because I was like, I have told myself for years that like I'll find my style or like I'll invest in my clothes when I lose weight. And so trigger warning in case it's a touchy conversation for anybody, because I know weight absolutely can be. But I was like, recently I've like hit a point where I'm like, yes, I still need to take care of myself just because I feel gross, like in terms of my health, but I don't want to not look good or feel like I look good in place of that. So it's like I want to find that balance between love the body I'm in now while working for the body that is best for me. And there's nothing wrong with the size I am now. I am gorgeous. I feel beautiful. There's nothing wrong at all. But health wise, I've noticed I don't feel great. And so it's like that's where I'm like, okay, I need to change something for that reason. But yeah, it really is bagel. It's always an I'll do this when. And then but it's like I've been telling myself that for the past 10 years. I've been telling myself that since college, and I haven't done anything differently. And like it sucks because I've gone through phases where I'm like, man, like I'm taking the best care of myself. I'm doing so great. And then I fall off of it again because it's so easy to just fall back into what's comfortable. And for me, what's comfortable is going to work, coming home, sitting at my computer, playing games. And it's like I love that, and like that feeds my soul. But I also like I shouldn't be 30, almost 31 with terrible knees. Like granted, I've torn them up a lot playing softball and whatnot in high school, but there's like a point where I'm like, I really need to actually take care of myself. And I'm kind of in that boat with skincare and with my hair and, fashion or like any piece of like what could be considered taking care of yourself, I'm like, it's time. I need to stop putting it off. It's going to be hard. It's going to suck, but it's going to be so worth it in the long run. But wow, that was a weird tangent. But anyways, we got talking about that. And she was like on the opposite end of the spectrum for me, where she like struggled to put weight on. And one of my best friends is like that too. So it's like, I absolutely understand that side of the aspect too. And she was like, at my healthiest weight, she had people fat shame her. And she was like, I didn't understand why. But then we got talking about, this was a really weird tangent to get to the main point of this. But then we got talking about how like, sometimes it's really funny, like the male gaze versus female gaze. And then also what men think women like. Because it's like, right, the world is not made for fat people. Yes. Absolutely. It's such a struggle. And it's like, and it's all about that balance, because there is a point where it's like you shouldn't be unhappy with how your body looks, but you also need to take care of yourself in a health standpoint as well. And so it's like such a fragile slope too, because it's like, well, I want to make these changes for my health, but then society is like, oh, you're doing it because you're fat. And it's like, no, like I don't care. Like I've gotten to a point where like, yeah, of course I have body dysmorphia. There's also a lot of times where I feel like I'm smaller than I am. And so then I like see pictures and I'm like, that's crazy, because in my head, I'm so much smaller. And, but yeah, it's just, it's rough out here too. But, oh yeah, but sorry, oh my God, my brain is everywhere. But we got talking about how, like, it's so interesting to see what like, stereotypical, cis straight men think women like, where they're like, oh, it's like Thor. And we're like, no, it's like Seth Rogen and Jack Black. Like it's a completely different type of thing. And so then that conversation segued into hear me outs and how a lot of times women have the best hear me outs. And even though we may not agree with somebody else's, we'll be like, no, I see it. Like, I totally understand what you're talking about, where you're coming from on that one. Like, that makes complete sense. Oh, you see an airplane seat example. When I'm being compared to a smaller body. Yeah. And I recognize that too. Again, another side note, but at the hairdresser place, the chairs, sometimes it's like they have this certain shape to them that you feel like you just like into. And so I got like really self-conscious over that. And I was like, there's no reason to, like, and it's also like, you don't need to change yourself to fit your clothes. Your clothes need to fit you. And so it's like, God, yeah. No, I feel like this is a tangent I could go down for so long. But that's not why we're here. But like, also, we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it, Mama Shump's in the house. Hey. Good timing. How are you, Mama Shump? But we were talking about and with the hairdresser, we were talking about hear me outs, and it was so funny because for my bachelorette back in October. Good. Oh, hey, Jess. I didn't know you were in here too. Yeah. But we did like a hear me out thing, and then we would like rank everybody, so like collectively pick like our favorite of them, and it was so much fun. But the hairdresser and I were talking about different ones, because she said she had done them with some of her hairdresser friends on the way back from my class, and it was so funny to see like where some of ours overlapped, where it was like, of course Danny Phantom's on there, like naturally that's on both. The Orange Doodle Bop was on their list and our list. So it was so funny. But I think one of my favorites, I don't know if any of y'all play Guild Wars 2, but Mad King Thorn I think is so attractive, and he's so sassy. But then you've got like, I think one of my other ones was Garrus from Mass Effect. Smash, like all day. And then Karlach from Baldur's Gate was one of mine. And I've got so many that like I feel like I could throw out. Sakuna from JJK, but not like the main character though, but like only as Sakuna. There's like a huge difference in the two. Technically same guy. Huge difference. But anyways, I think our poll's done. But anybody who just came in, we have got a poll. I'm not sure. Thank you, Kat. I got them done on Saturday. I'm a huge, huge fan of how this haircut came out. My hair feels so much better. So much better. But we had a poll go up. I may send it back up because it looks like only one person either got the chance to vote or wanted to vote, because it's very possible that people just didn't care, which is a-okay. But we had the options of Strange Antiquities, Dredge, just a demo night, or Crime Scene Cleaner. And it looks like Crime Scene Cleaner is the one that's currently winning. But if there's anybody that wanted to vote and did not get the chance to vote, feel free to yell out in the chat which game you want to put a vote in for, and we can go from there. I'm always hesitant to do votes this early in the night, or like basically as soon as we get started, because I feel like people just haven't come in yet, you know, which is a-okay. But on the side note, thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm so excited to play games with you guys. Like, truly, some of my favorite parts of the week are hanging out with you guys and just existing. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, so those are the 4 that we have. Yeah, but it looks like Crime Scene Cleaner might be the winner, unless anybody else want to throw something out in the chat, which, again, I'm happy with any of the options. They are all very, very interesting games to me. But I think Crime Scene Cleaner has the great vibes of, like, we could just chill and chat and clean up some blood. The casual. I think we do have ads starting in probably about 5 minutes or so. So if anybody gets hit with ad jail, I'm so sorry. I tried to consolidate them as best we can so that way as soon as we have them, we won't have them again for an hour. But thank you guys for hanging out and supporting. I appreciate it so freaking much. But I think we should be good. Okay. Cool. I switched everything around again, so I'm so sorry if it takes me a second to like find everything. But I realized that with having, because I've got my second monitor over here, and so I realized with having my like software, my streaming software at the bottom, I was like looking down constantly, and I felt like I wasn't actually talking to you guys. So I switched those around, and I'm still able to have chat next to it, so I can still read, but that way, because I have a habit of watching myself, I'm kind of like, what? I don't know what else to look at over here. But I do just watch myself a lot when I'm talking, so I figured it is better for you guys. Hello. If I'm kind of looking in this area versus down here the entire time, especially now that I have the bangs, because it kind of blocks off my eyes more. So sorry ahead of time if it takes me extra long to find everything. But I think Crime Scene Cleaner is the winner here, so let me launch that. And I'm going to make sure we've got audio set up so you guys are hearing it correctly. I may leave music going. I just may drop it a little bit. We'll see. Okay, let me get sound. Where's my mouse? There you are. Maybe. Hello? There you are. Okay. Gotta love the game of where's my mouse, where you're like, where is it? Okay, and then I need to change stream title here. All right. Oh, I'm trying to move so quickly and it's not going well. It's like the faster I tried to move, the worse it gets. There we go. There we go. Okay, perfect. Should be good. Let me refresh my page, make sure all of that is better. Awesome. Amazing. Okay. Cool. Empty slot. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pause that just to make sure you guys can hear game correctly.
You can work hard through your whole life, but sometimes even that's not enough. When a person struggles to make ends meet, it's easy to become desperate. As it turns out, one short call can hold the power to change it all. But the question is, should you really take it?
Mr. Kowalski, I fucked up.
Also, Bagel 10 stream streak? I don't know how I missed that earlier. Holy shit, dude. Thank you. That's incredible. I just like looked over and was like, oh my god. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
I needed to bail. I have to be cautious.
Are you serious? You had a deal.
Just go to apartment 23. I hid the key near the door. You won't miss it. Money is inside.
Thank you for your daily honk, Cat. I appreciate you.
Son of a... Is that how you raised your son, Paul?
Where you going? Say goodbye. Okay. So you can open our codex. And then we do have a skill tree that we will eventually be able to flesh out and get some better perks and whatnot. Okay. And then I believe there's secrets in every level. So we'll have to keep our eye out for things that we can explore and try and find. I believe there's actual secrets, and then there are like cassette tapes that we can collect as well. So we'll keep an eye out for those. And we should be fine with just default stuff right now. All right, so we need to collect Tyler's payment, dispose of the bodies. There's one of one body. Find a way into apartment 23. So I feel like finding our way into the apartment is the first key.
I can't open it from this side.
Alrighty. Also, if you feel like I'm missing any secrets, please feel free to yell at me. While I have technically played a good chunk of these, it has been a long time since I've played it. Oh, I honestly wasn't expecting to be able to go past those cones for some reason. Oh, hi. Also, if it's too dark for you guys, let me know. Because it is kind of on the darker side. But I don't believe this entire spot is like that. Ooh. Secret. Okay. Alright, yeah, you guys... I think are going into ads? Yes. Okay. Little dark in the dark spots. Let's check here. Full or safe? Oh, interesting. Didn't know there were blood settings. Graphics. No. Okay. I'm gonna jump it up a smidgen. Go back to that same corner. I think that might be too much when we get to the bright spots, but we can call it on the fly there. Was that better? In the dark areas, at least. Perfect. Thank you, Bagel. Don't see...
How could anyone even live here?
Yeah, it's kind of yucky. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Hello. Dear tenant, you're hereby required to vacate the premise within 10 days. The reason for this eviction note is keeping pets that are clearly not allowed. You are renting an apartment with a strict no pet clause, and yet you're keeping dangerous animals, which may pose a serious threat to other tenants, Deathstalker scorpions, Black Widow spiders, and so on.
Neighbors can literally end you.
Yikes. No, thank you. Ooh, money!
That's probably somebody's entire savings.
Well, it's mine now. Looks like something shiny under there, but I think it's just a reflection. Anything in there? Yeah, well, I can't punch anything, so I'm gonna go with no. saw? Mark, how do you saw? I hate myself, but not today. Progress. Forgot about things. I love cardboards. You do you, buddy. The Daily Doom Post. Lost lovers die again. I thought that was like a random blue footprint, but it's a crushed can. Oh, hello. Got another secret over in the corner. You can see that icon.
Someone's lucky keys.
Cool, so we've got keys with three 4-leaf clovers. And I can steal that. Amazing. I feel like we've gotten off the beaten path here. Ooh. Thought I heard something move off in the distance, and I don't like that. Where's this ramp go? Ooh. What these? Where do you go? Oh.
Don't underestimate Dad's strength.
Is this... Where's the bee? I don't know why I expected something different. Trash. Any other trash that I can take? Anything else? No, maybe? No, can't take any. What's this ladder go? This is a interesting way to go down a ladder. Oh god. Well, that didn't at all end the way I hoped it would. Where are you?
Same keychain as before.
Ooh, another one. Oh. Yeah. Nailed it. Okay, shortcut now. Heck yeah, man. Oh, wait, can I... Oh, dang it. Didn't mean to punch it. I would not be great at carnival games in real life. Here. In here.
That's a strangely well-kept place. Priorities, I guess.
Oh god, that went way farther and came back a lot faster than I thought it was going to. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, because I could be here for hours just sitting there trying to play basketball. I want to go back to primary school. Interesting. I love my mom. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind, nothing in there. And close the door after us. Too many. Baseball bat. Where are you? Okay, we'll put you back. Oh, cute little garden. Some music on.
What the hell is wrong with people? Why do they accuse me of inappropriate behavior towards my plants? I love my plants more than anything. I would never hurt them. Nobody's talking about the guy from 23. I've seen him selling something to thieves to strangers. It even smells funny. But no, you go on a movie date with Sandy one time.
Yeah, buddy, I unfortunately think you taking a plant on a date to the movie theater is weirdo material. Your neighbor was just a drug dealer. That's it. Don't forget water, plants, and yourself.
I have a weird feeling about this place.
Don't forget to water, plants, and yourself. What exactly are... Ooh, money. Are yokai? I think that's okay. Price the sun. Oh, I don't know if I want to go around this corner. I forgot about things. I just certainly hope that whistling is in the song. Is vegetable juice still juice? Don't forget to water plants and yourself. These are just notes, nothing weird. They hate me, but I don't care. Looking for... It works for me. No one likes to clean. There's the symbol. They call me a weirdo. Touch the boat. Don't forget to water plants and yourself. I'm not a thief. Don't forget to water plants in yourself. Don't forget to water plants in yourself. Did you pass a watering can? I did. It does look like there's one here as well. Oh, there's another one here. Can I? I don't think I can actually use it though. Oh my god. Okay. Someone, somewhere, who will answer me? Why do zoos exist? Idea is nothing. Cucumber. Robots will replace you or not. Tuna is good fish. I hate myself, but not today. I feed them, they feed me. We love me. White powder is the king. I am the speed, but spelt wrong. I need to borrow. We trust each other. Sundu, 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 sundu. Cucumbers seek. Nature joins the spree. Mad kingdom, wacky grin. That's me. Fert, fert, fart, fert. Fertilize it. Scribblers. White. City is so loud. Green. Why is life? Why is life? They call me a weirdo. A word's faster than a stone. My garden's wild. Carrot, jazz, and delight. I waltz with lawns. Strawberries flipping bright. I like them so much. White fertilizer helps. Sundew, oh my sundew. Snails dance, carrots follow my command. Cucumber goggles, lettuce scene dive. That feels like something an actor would do to like practice their enunciation. Where it's like kind of nonsensical, but has like every mouth sound. Love me, they need me. You just need blank and something. Please stop, thank you. White help them so much, need more of it. Butter knife is not just a butter knife. Work, work, work. Butter. I like white. Sleep is good. Maybe. My legs went numb. What a mess. Don't forget to water plants in yourself. Don't forget to water plants in yourself. It was a mistake. Okay then. Ooh. Okay, beholding the grandeur of the nation-inspired marvel, the Yamans were inspired to craft this opus as a tribute to its magnificence.
Did
Ooh.
he use it as fertilizer?
That would indeed be the white powder he was talking about. Just a shit ton of cocaine. I don't think there's anything else I can grab from in here. Looks like I can just interact with stuff. Cool. Well, we got a lot of money from the drugs. And then a cassette tape. So that was a fun little adventure. Now we're gonna go back to the apartment that we haven't made it to yet. Okay. Wish I had a flashlight. It's super dark in here. Oh. What the heck, man? Okay, so we did go that way. Because that was where the other secret was. Okay, location unlocked apartment. Eviction notice. Gentrification notice. You're required to vacate the building within 90 days. This housing estate was sold to Ruth LS Development Group and will soon be transformed into an exclusive residential complex.
In other words, you're too poor to live here.
Alex. I don't think there is anything out here. But I'm kind of curious since it's very cool. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't feel like there's anything out there, so I'm gonna come back in. Secrets nearby? What does that mean? Oh. Oh, thank you, random book. I appreciate you. Oh. What, this? Secrets. Yes, give me...
Netflix and chill?
Okay, I don't think anything else is grabbable. A ducky. Oh, there is. Duck. Duck. Okay, amazing. Delightful. Okay, nothing in that door. Doesn't look like anything I can climb. I don't think I can go up at all. Cool. Now to try and get back in without falling. There we go. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. I looked at the playtime for this game and it was like 13 hours for like the base, and I'm like, I don't feel like that's accurate for me because I get sidetracked
He should be here
and distracted very easily. Eviction notice. You? Okay, I can't get in there. Such an interesting little, like, communal space. Oh, I was gonna try and put the chair back, but... Darts. Yeah. What the heck? Did that one stick? No. Dang it. Okay. To the mindless moron living here, I'm so sick of you. Sick of hearing this hippie music every single night. Sick of all your shady-looking friends banging on the door and discussing things loudly in the hallway. You're making my life a living hell.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough neighborhood from what I see.
Oh.
So that's where
There
you
we
put
go.
it.
A little penguin. I guess such a weird spot to hide your key, but... I mean, also, if nobody's really coming up here, then does it really matter where you put it?
I'm in.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay. Another key. Anything in the drawers? Oh, walk in, and I'm like, oh, blood. Immediately just looting cabinets. Okay, so we'll mop up first. Is the door actually dirty, or is that just the look of the door? Okay, that's just the look of the door, apparently. Just go one room at a time. Switch to the sponge. Oh, got more doors over here to check. Nope. Whoops, wrong one. Got anything for me, bud? No. Okay. Oh, I got a little bit more. We do have our cleaner sense where we can trigger that and see what is still luminescent. Is that the right word? Would that technically be bioluminescent or no? Because bioluminescent is like it giving its own glow. That's dirty. Is there a water thing? There is. Oh, yikes. So we will fill up the bucket. And then we will leave the bucket so we don't knock it over. Then we keep it going. This is a nice little apartment, though. I like the brick walls. I'm a big fan of brick walls in apartments. It gives it that, like, loft vibe, but it's, like, the warm, cozy kind of loft, which, like, kind of feels counterintuitive. And then we clean up the wall a little bit. Still got a bunch over there. Tiny little handprint on the windowsill. Oh, still got some on the floor. Good? I'm good? Yeah. Okay, cool. And then this was the door that we kind of came in, or the window. That's not a door. Ay, ay, ay. That we took a peek in earlier when we were out on the fire escape. Oop. I like the sound for the... Hey, ducky. Hi, buddy. For the cleaner scents. Which is nice that it's a good sound and not like a shrill, like obnoxious sound. Since it's probably used a lot. It's also so funny how, like, in games like this, where, like, the content is pretty dark. Oh, Jesus. But, like, it's so easy to just lock in on, like, the task aspect of it.
I didn't know I signed up for this.
Yikes. Okay. Alright. Whoop. Gotta go clean that again. Okay. Ooh, evidence.
I need to talk to you. Can't we just do it over the phone? No, we can't. Stop sneaking around and drag your ass over here. Easy, bro. I am on my way. I'm waiting.
Now one of them is dead and the other one is screwed.
Hmm. Okay. Alright, we have that evidence now. Oh. Did not mean to bonk the chair. Okay, and we gotta pick up all this stuff too. Which I think... Sponge is a better call? That worked almost immediately. Ooh, okay. I like the... Like, oh. Whoop, sorry, guitar. But the, like, blue little... Oh, you've cleaned it. Thing. It gives you, like, that tiny sense of accomplishment. I like it. Are you still dirty? I also feel like this is, like, the type of game that's so easy to just zone out, too. So honestly, might not have been the best call for stream. But it's so fun. And I've never played Power Wash Sim, but, like, I've watched people play it. But I imagine it has the same, like, ooh, shiny clean kind of vibe. But we've got a lot of the trash still to pick up. We're looking at our tasks. Okay, yeah, so we've got 4 more pieces of evidence to keep an eye out for. We've got 44% of blood. Means there's a lot of blood. We've got only 7% of the trash, so we still have a shit ton of trash. And then 20 pieces of furniture to move back. And still finding the one body. And finding the payment from Tyler. But we also, like, just came into the apartment for the most part, so... Hopefully that stuff will be found pretty easily. But yeah, but circling back to conversation from earlier, um, if you guys have any funny hear me outs or any hear me outs that you feel like aren't super traditional, definitely let me know, because that's kind of one of my favorite things. Where are the sponges? Here we go. And like, I always love how pretty much no matter what someone throws out, and number one, I'm a firm believer that if you don't have to be like, okay, hold on, wait, and feel like you need to defend your hear me out, then it's probably not a hear me out. But I don't think there's a wrong answer for a hear me out unless they're just conventionally attractive, and then it's just not a hear me out. Like, I don't disagree that, you know, person, whoever is attractive, it's just not a hear me out. I'm trying to think of who would be an example of that one. But of course, now that I'm talking about it, my brain's completely blanking on any that I've seen
Interior
before.
design is my passion.
I think one of my favorites are also like the like non-human, but in the sense of like Clippy from like the Microsoft Clippy. Like that one makes me laugh. Or like somebody, I think I've seen somebody be like chocolate cake. Like ones that you're just like, what? But okay, like I totally get that. It's always so funny to me. Oh, we still got some on the floor over here. For my bachelorette, we did the like hear me out where like nobody knew whose was whose, and part of the fun was like trying to guess who the hear me out belonged to. Am I tracking stuff everywhere? Oh no, I absolutely am. But part of the fun was like trying to figure out whose hear me out belonged to who. But I also had my husband throw one in for shiggles. And so it was like, I don't know if you guys watched Smosh or not, but it was like the Secret Shane. Wasn't Scar one? Yes. Yes, Scar was one. And I feel like most of us were like, I mean, duh. I think he made it pretty high, if I'm remembering correctly, though. Because, I mean, we were all like, I mean, yeah. Clearly. I think the Orange Doodle Bot made it pretty high on ours, too. Snape was on there. I don't remember what his name was, but there's a dude from the Lord of the Rings, the One Ring TV show. I honestly cannot remember. Like, they were all so good. I don't remember who won. But Jess, if you're still in chat and like want to throw that out, because I don't remember that guy's name. But I remember it being one of your picks. If you don't want to do that, I say okay. Let's put this chair back. Oh, no, my cushion! Get out of the floor. Where you go? Oh, okay, over there. But yeah, but the cakes that people do are so funny. Does this whole thing need to go back? That is a very weird distance for a couch, my guy. Yeah, the guy with the curly hair won. The, was it the Orange Doodle Bop that won? God, I don't remember. That weekend was so much fun, but my brain is just like, that was like 6 months ago, so I'm like, I don't remember like the tiny details, which is so sad. Okay, there we go. Oh, get in the slot. Go. Ugh. What were you? What the heck? Okay. You're gonna Google. Okay. Ooh, money. We like a money.
That guy was clearly missing a screw.
Ugh. Oh no. Psychological Handbook, Overcoming Aggression, How to Deal with Your Violent Urges by Theodore Bundy. It's an unfortunate name to write a book like that about.
At this point,
The book about that with.
Side.
Well, I will gladly take the drugs and use them for my own personal gain. Lager beer and wavy potato chips. It was Mo Doodle? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that one was really funny because when I was talking to my hairdresser, he was one of the ones that was on their list too. So it was really funny to see like how they aligned. Is there a spot for this? Oh, there is. Okay. Okay. I don't remember what that bit was. Was that a Friends bit or a Smosh bit? I know those are two very different references. No, it was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That was it, where he's just strumming the guitar and then just is like, ah! I'm pretty sure that was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh, what are you?
He kicked the habit himself, but hasn't stopped pushing the product.
To thine own self be true. That makes me think of Something Rotten. I freaking love that musical. I don't know if you guys know that one. Truly my favorite musical. If you ever have the opportunity to see Something Rotten, do it. So fucking good. But it's about Nick and Nigel Bottom, which if you guys are familiar with Shakespeare, hold. Pat, I might be late tonight. Sorry. Kathy, why? You on a date or something? Pat, no, just gonna go buy some weed and have fun. Kathy, all right, see you tomorrow. Pat, cool. But if you guys are familiar, I'm probably tracking this blood freaking everywhere, dude. But if y'all are familiar with A Midsummer Night's Dream, where's my mom? Here's my mom. The guy that gets turned into a donkey, his name is Nick Bottom. So the show is about two brothers, Nick and Nigel Bottom, during the Renaissance, who are trying to outright
Using
Shakespeare.
mop here is pretty much as ineffective as mopping around.
Yeah. Oh, on the rug. Okay, that makes sense actually. But it's so good. So Nick decides that he is gonna go see a soothsayer, because what better way to outright Shakespeare than to know what Shakespeare is gonna write before Shakespeare does? But the soothsayer that he goes to see,
Using mop
it's not
here
the
is
greatest.
pretty much as ineffective as mopping around.
And so instead of seeing Hamlet in the future, he sees Omelette, the musical. And so obviously hilarity ensues and, you know, blah-de-da-de-da-de-da, but it's such a good show. Like there's literally an entire song about musicals and like poking fun / paying homage to other musicals. It's so freaking good. I saw it when I was in college. I was a theater major, and every spring break our school would get a grant to take a handful of kids to New York to go see a few shows. And can I clean that? Is that cleanable? No? Okay, I think those leaves just live there. Love that. And I was able to go 2 different years, which was incredible. Like I'm so thankful for those opportunities. Oh Jesus. But one year we saw Something Rotten, Wicked, and Aladdin. And then the other year we saw Sunset Boulevard with Glenn Close, which is freaking incredible. What else did we see? Oh my god, we saw like 3 shows each year. And now for the life of me, I can't remember what they were. Granted, that was like 10 years ago, which is insane to think about. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'll randomly think about it at some point. But yeah, but Sunset Boulevard with Glenn Close was also incredible. Then Aladdin, Sunset Boulevard, Wicked, Something Rotten. Nope, they're all gone. I'm missing 2. Anyways, circling back around. If you get the chance to go see Something Rotten, do it. Genuinely one of my favorite shows. It's so funny. And it had Christian Borle. I cannot say his last name for the life of me without hearing it first. But he was the Shakespeare when we saw it. So good. Oh, that was already where it was supposed to be. And like, there's something about Shakespeare and leather that's just really fun. Like, I liked the, oh, I'm sitting here talking about details now, like you guys have seen it, which, like, if you have, amazing. But, the, like, mix of
Stabbed to death. Allegedly
period
in
piece
self-defense.
clothing and whatnot, and then it, like, being slightly oh, hi, buddy. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna go clean my mop. But like the little, like that slight mix of modernity, I don't know if that's actually a word, but I'm making it a word for now. Like mixed in. For example, like Shakespeare and his like backup guys were in leather. Like that was obviously not the case for the times. Jeez Louise, my brain is like just fucking done. Where am I going? Where does this need to be? Okay, well, we'll put you there because the truck's outside that window. And we're picking up more stuff in the kitchen. Oh man, you guys broke a lot of stuff in here. I remember seeing Wicked. Seen a picture of Luke Evans in Rocky Horror. I have not. Hold on, I need to see this. Please hold. Pausing for a Google break. Luke Evans in Rocky Horror. Okay. That's an incredible Frankenfurter. No, I have. I've seen the curtain call. I don't know why I didn't connect that. But yeah, I've seen like brief snips of their curtain call, and it looks so good. I don't know if I'll be able to show. Absolutely incredible. Iconic. If you guys want a better picture, go for it. And like, which is so much fun because I adore Tim Curry. Like, I grew up on Muppet Treasure Island with Tim Curry. I still to this day will quote that movie. Like the when they're talking about the old lady, it's like, how does she do that? Or just when the guy gets the black spot and he's like, Jim, Jimmy, Jim. I don't know why. It doesn't come up in conversation. You know what? That one actually comes up in conversation more than I would think. But it's such a good one. I love Muppet Treasure Island. But Tim Curry is incredible. Dead Tom's dead. It's so good. Honestly, it's about time to watch that again. So I think I might do a movie night at some point. Oh, speaking of movie nights, I am getting a Discord together. So if that is something you guys are interested in, I should have the link on Wednesday. Everything is technically done. I'm just very nervous to roll it out. So it's taking me a little longer than it probably needs to. Okay, we've got boards blocking this window. Can I reach you from here? Pennywise, 2 boxes. I don't know why I'm like turning my head to try and read this when it's literally right there. Pennywise, 2 boxes of K, ice the usual amount. Rob, 40p of Mandy. Lean, 5 bottles. Elliot, J, Silent Bob, same old. 1 ounce of Chronic. Susie and Lisa, 1 box of ice. Igor, 5p of Fent. Diane, 2p of Mandy. Eric, 3 bottles of Lean. Nate, I just completely lost my thought. 3 grams of C. Tyler, nothing. This mofo still owes me 5k.
Tyler owed him a lot of money.
Dang.
That's what their beef was about.
Let me
Murder
grab
weapon.
that.
That letter T is pretty incriminating.
The letter T? What are you talking about? Oh wait, did you draw something? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, pardon. Beep beep. Oh. Whoops. Okay. Man, am I tracking it around again? But hopefully later this week I will have a Discord server up and running and ready to go. And I thought at some point, it probably won't be anytime soon, but I thought doing a Discord movie night could be fun with you guys. We could watch something together. But also if Discord's not your thing, there's no pressure to join it and hang out. It's just a chance for us to hang out and chat when I'm not streaming as well. Okay. All right, buddy.
Damn, he's
Come on.
heavy. What now? I guess I put him in
God,
my
move so
trunk.
slow. But anyways, Muppet Treasure Island is definitely on my list of... Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry, my guy. Oh, God. Excuse me. Well, let me get out. Excuse me. It's excuse me. We're just gonna go this way. I'm not gonna put him through that again. I gotta go all the way downstairs. But I'll have to think of what movies we could watch together. Honestly, Muppet Treasure Island might be one of them. Did I make it in the truck? Hell yeah. That was a great shot. Now where's the other one? Where's my other bag of trash? Got one. How far did I throw it? Hello? Are you down here? Uh-oh. Oh no, it's up there. Oh, I should have tried to kick that ladder down. It looks like it's a doubled up one. Anyways. But yeah, Muppet Treasure Island I think would be really fun. About Demon Hunters could be really fun because that one's just a great movie. Can I get out of this window now that he's... I can. There we go. Can I shoot from here? Heck yeah, man. Being able to walk on the ledge over there makes me want to try and walk on this ledge here. Oh. Oh, okay, there we go.
Is this piece of junk still operational?
Oh, can I break those so I can get back in this way? Trash. Cool, I can open that now. What is this? Big facts about space. Hey, little guy. Thank you. You work. That could have been fun. Oh, it does. Hello?
It's like I'm sneaking into somebody's dream.
Ah! Just casually some toilet paper and a saw and a TV.
This is not the way.
Artist self-love is inescapable. Okay. wasn't sure if it was gonna pop or not. Honestly, I don't know why I tried to punch it, because I don't like popping balloons. Whoa. That's wild. Roses are red, just like my blood. Now I'm clean and sober, but my dad's still a cunt. I can't count on him or anyone else. No one ever gets me like my dead girls do. Whoa, what?
It's
Pardon?
like some poet said, man is the most soulful predator on earth.
Epitaph of a good friend. I'll gladly take that, Munty. That poem went from really funny to kind of terrifying. I don't like that. Oh, that was a big boy. Okay, okay, goodbye. I don't want to be there anymore. I don't know if we're gonna need those pillows, but we can come back and get them if we do. Clean up the floor. Alright, doesn't look like we've randomly missed anything. Alright, I'm gonna refill the bucket and go ahead and bring it that way. I don't have to keep making this run. This feels like when you accidentally fill up your coffee cup a little too high and you like have to walk very carefully. Fuck. I made it worse. Forgot to clean it out. Alright. I think we're good in here. Oh, we've got one more piece of evidence. And a little bit more blood. Oh. Don't like that yet.
At least he didn't screw me over.
Thanks. Mark Dunhill, birth in captivity, the escape, stalker. I don't like that sound. Don't super love that. Okay.
What the hell happened up there?
Okay. Clean. I don't wanna. Ah!
The actual fuck. Seems like our guy had another hobby.
Hi.
I feel
I'm so
for
sorry.
you, but if cops were to come sniffing around, I could get in trouble.
We will carry you down gently and respectfully. Because you absolutely deserve to be carried gently. I have a feeling this is what he meant by nobody gets him like his girls. Ugh. I'm so sorry.
Yesterday, I was
That
an
was still
ordinary
kind of
janitor.
aggressive and not
Now,
cool.
I'm dragging a dead girl to my car.
Eh.
But I have other people to look out for.
Oh, I got stuck. Okay. Oh. I don't like it. I'm still like racking my brain trying to think of which other freaking musicals and shows we. Oh no, Bucket, I'm sorry. We saw when I would go on spring break. Like, I'm still just sitting here thinking, like, I legitimately cannot remember. Oh, there's a bucket there. Can we go get our bucket? I'm gonna have to, like, go back and look at pictures. I'm also sure I still have the playbills, too. I'm a hoarder when it comes to sentimentality, like, type things. Yeah, like, I've got to still have those around here somewhere. Oh, just left stuff behind.
Why do
cassette.
psychos love classical music so much?
Sonata in D major, D850, or Rondo, Allegro, Moderato. Don't know what that means. Sure. Oh, what
My
this?
stomach's already in knots.
Albert DeSalvo Jr. Learn to tie all sorts of knots. Ropes and knots immobilization. Ropes and Knots is an extensive guidebook meticulously unraveling the intricate world of ropes and knots with special focus on sailing. The book sails through the history, types, and uses of ropes while tying together detailed instructions, illustrations, and practical applications of various knots essential for sailing. Whether you are a novice sailor, a seasoned mariner, this book anchors your knowledge and skills, ensuring you are well equipped to handle ropes and knots with confidence and expertise on your sailing adventures. Ugh. Yikes. Okay.
I should never have gotten involved with this.
Oh, poor girls.
Looks like Rob was a real freak.
I feel bad having to, like, erase them from existence because it, like, happened to be adjacent to what we're cleaning. Yes, we've got more water there. We'll gladly take that weed, though. Thank you. Oh, even more. God damn. Ooh, and more. Jeez Louise, we're making bank off of this one. Okay. Even more? Oh. No. Oh.
Things change from really, really bad to absolutely horrible.
I'm so sorry, Girly Pop.
If I bail, the cops will find out what happened here, sooner or later. This might lead them to Tyler.
No.
Tyler will surely lead them to me.
Hopefully, they would just think that Dude Bro skipped town if you dispose of him. Or if they find out he's dead, they wouldn't ask questions. Maybe. I think that's being a little hopeful, but maybe. I've been completely ignoring the gently. That was not gently. What is this? What is this? What is this? Why are we like this? I don't want to have to throw you, but, like, the alternative is you get stuck.
Yeah. We'll be in the body bag right next to yours.
Ay.
Sorry.
But I wasn't paying attention to the icons over on the side that were telling me, like, the cleaner, the detergent, and the cleaner scents. Okay, back up we go. Living in an apartment that had, like, this much attic space, and also, like, an attic that's still, like, roughly furnished, not furnished, but, like, completed. That's not what I want. That's also not what I want. That's definitely not what I want. Get it together, Novi. My god. Okay, so we wanted... Nope. 7. Got clean, strength, Or clean? Well, I guess we'll do clean. Okay, and then these. And these. Unfortunately, I gotta clean. Okay, okay, fine. Apparently I'm using a sponge. This game definitely immediately gets into, like, the weird, like, gray area. Where it's like, this guy was not a good guy, so obviously covering for Tyler is a good call, but... Not that I would do it in real life. I would hopefully not ever get involved in anything like this in real life, but, like, it makes sense. But then, you know, you've got to unfortunately make the call of, well, now nobody knows at all what happened to those girls, so they're just gonna... unfortunately, never have their stories told, which really sucks. That is kind of dark. I'm so sorry. Go clean again. We should be able to get some perks after this to make some of this to upgrade some of our tools. And also, if we finish this level and we're just not feeling this, because I know it can kind of be darker subjects. So if you guys just aren't feeling this, that is a-okay, and I'm okay with switching to a couple of demos or something. So y'all just, you know, chat with me, let me know, and we can adjust as well. Goes up. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I would like to punch the painting, please. Okay. Pick those up. Got one more piece of evidence and some more paint. Oh, there's evidence.
Damn. She was just a student.
Hmm. Tabitha Coons. Hmm. Dang.
Fucking psycho.
Pick up all of these. Got another painting over here. Okay. One more? One more.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Oh, wrong way. Just drop that down there and we'll grab it in a minute. I have to punch that one. Is it not small enough?
Rotten luck. To end up having to cover up for a serial
Okay.
killer.
Cool. Okay, so leave the crime scene when we're ready and dispose of the garbage bags. We've got this one and the one we dropped down the stairs, and that should be everything. Okay. Doubt I'll be able to make the truck from here. Oh, okay. I think that actually went too far. Okay, and then we'll go downstairs. I think that was everything that we needed to, like, pay attention to. I think we got 3 cassettes total. I think. I technically left my bloody bucket upstairs, but I think that should be okay. I think it's, like, implied that I'd take all the tools with me. I hope so, at least. I kind of don't want to go back for it right now. Where's the other one? Way over here in the corner. Good lord. Okay. Did anybody else see any secrets that I should go double check? I think we checked everything. We got the apartment over here. Like the one down here. We checked in there. We checked in the other apartment over here. We saw it there. And we saw down here. I think that was everything. Excuse me. Oh my god. So I think we're
Three
okay to
bodies
call
in
it a
my
night.
car. Is it still me behind the wheel?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Got all the evidence. Got all the bodies. Amazing. We got 100%. Oh, we got lots of monies. Whoa. Awesome. 7 experience points? Heck yeah, man. Does that mean we got the secrets? Hopefully. Bad call. Complete bad call mission with a perfect score. Sweet. Okay, so taking a second to check in. How do we feel? So we're at about an hour and a half, which means we've got plenty of time still. So if we want to shift gears, we can. I'm kind of feeling like shifting gears might be a good part. I'm not sure if this game reads as well to you guys as it does like if I'm playing by myself. Mostly because there's not a lot of story to help with like conversation. But if you guys are having a great time, then I will continue playing because this game is so much fun for me. But I want to make sure that you guys are having fun as well. But I think you guys also are heading into ads or just got out of ads? Heading in? I'm not sure. I moved everything around and now I'm like, what does that mean? Let me do this. We'll scoot this way. I think we might shift to a demo. I think I'm feeling demo. We'll do that. Okay. We close out of this. And then we'll spin on the wheel. And we'll take a peek at what we get there. Okay. Good. Okay, cool. All right. I am going to double check. I think you guys are heading into ads. There it is. Okay. I was like, I swear it was about to start. Excuse me. Oh my God. But I think we're going to take just a shift. Because while I love that game, I do also appreciate things that are a little bit more narrative driven. Just to help like fuel conversation. Because I feel like I'm not the best at that yet. In terms of making conversation and like thinking of things to say. Not so much that. I think it's harder for me to just unlock the flow of consciousness instead of muting it, if that makes any sense. But I think we're going to shift and we are going to play a demo. So we'll spin our wheel as soon as everybody gets back from ads. And then we will jump into one of those. So I'm going to update the stream title. Okay, so we're just going to do games and demos. Perf. Amazing. Okay, cool. Sweet. So we'll do that. We depending on the length of the Can try that again. Depending on the length of the demo, we may be able to do 2. But also, who knows? Because last Monday when I was like, we'll just play a silly little demo. It won't take very long. It's been a long day. And then it ended up being like 3 hours later. And I was like, what is that? So who knows? I clearly do not have a good concept of time. And also like you know, if somebody's like, it's a 45-minute demo, well, I like to look at everything, and I take way longer than it's supposed to, but it'd be like that sometimes. So we'll play it by ear. But I do think part of me just wants to check out a demo. So big fan of that one. I freaking love Crime Scene Cleaner. It's so good. I remember when I first got it, I sank like a whole weekend into the game, and then like I keep going back to it every now and then. But like it towards the end, it's like each level just takes so long, which isn't a bad thing at all, but it's like because of the way that I play games, it takes so long. So it's like, do I tend to have 3 hours to just shove at one level in a game? I don't know, because sometimes it makes me feel like I'm not doing things, which kind of sucks. But I haven't done a whole lot of the like super new stuff. But yeah, but I really like Crime Scene Cleaner. I just part of me feels like I'm like I could feel myself starting to deflate a little bit, I guess. So I'm like, okay, we got to keep the vibes up. Like, we got him. So I think we're going to shift gears and we're going to do a wheel spin. So welcome back from ads if you guys were stuck in ad jail. Thank you for hanging out and supporting us. And by us, I mean me and Dennis. But let me get that shifted over here. Make sure that I can see chat and wheel spin at the same time. Perf. Okay, so let's spin the wheel and see what demo we've got. We've still got a ton on this. Let me actually make sure that I removed the rat line from last week. I didn't. Okay, let me double check. Let me take that one off. Perfect. There we go. Cool. So let's spin. Ooh, this one looks like it's gonna be fun. Okay. Cool. Where are you? A story. It's a hell of a face I just made. Okay. Storied life. Hey, baby, won't you look my way? There we go. All right, let me get this launched. This one looks like it's going to be really cute. It is, if I can get the Steam page to load. It's yelling at me is what it is. Okay. So this one is play 3 chapters from the wholesome narrative puzzle game about the objects we leave behind and the stories that they tell. Complete a loved one's damaged memoirs by exploring their home and packing away their things. And I believe it's a cozy narrative game about memory, legacy, discovery, and joy, inspired by elements of unpacking a little to the left and classic games like Mad Libs. An elderly loved one has died, leaving you their estate and a letter encouraging you to sell any valuables. But when a mishap spoils her soon-to-be-published memoirs, you set out to repair the damage, piecing together hidden past items, or their hidden past using the items you inherited. So we're going to explore the porch, the dining room, and the master bedroom of the estate, seek out hidden objects, and discover the truths that and their stories that they reveal. Juggle resources and space to pack away the items you decide are the most meaningful, then replay the chapters to discover how your decisions can reshape the narrative. So it's a cute, like, cozy cleaning, packing game, but also your choices do make a difference. So should be fun. But let me do that and then make sure that we've got some sound for you guys. Maybe. Hello. There we go. Okay. It, like, for my audio was titled something different than the name of the game. So it took me forever to find it. I was like, where the heck is it? Okay. Amazing. So let me get rid of that. So that is out of the way. Perf. Such a good song. Okay. Still have no kitty over in cat cam right now, which is a-okay. But cool. You guys should have sound. If that is not the case, let your girl know. But you should. And you should only have one version of it this time versus last week where you were hearing exactly what I was hearing and it was loud as hell for you guys. But alrighty. I'm gonna check settings. I don't think there's anything in here that we're gonna need to really mess around with. Should be good on volumes. good. V-Sync's on. Brightness should be good. Ooh, controller. Okay, I can do that. Maybe? Do I need controllers? Let me see. I don't want controller. I'm putting that away. I didn't like that at all. I don't like when controllers literally move the cursor. It for some reason makes me so uncomfortable. I do not like it. Which is okay, because mouse and keyboard is still an option. Dyslexia-friendly fonts is cool. Item highlight, no wait mode, and infinite resources. Okay. Cool. Alright, new game. Relaxed mode. Would you like to enable relaxed mode? Cozy mode is the default experience and presents a little challenge, asking you to consider weights of items and limited packing supplies. In relaxed mode, no wait mode and infinite packing supplies will be turned on in the settings to make the puzzle element of the game simpler for a more relaxed experience. You can change this at any time. Let's go with cozy. We'll do a little bit of a challenge. Hello, love. No. It's like, no, come back. I was reading that. Hello, love. Look at me, still mithering you from beyond the grave. I wanted to leave you a few bits to remember me by, but I haven't managed to get myself organized like I wanted. These things don't half creep up on you. I've left you a key to the house. Why don't you have a rummage and keep whatever you like? Feel free to chuck whatever else. This place has become a right midden? Maybe you could sell some bits and fund yourself a nice little holiday. You work so hard. Don't rush your life away. With love. So pretty. Oh. Okay. Chapter 1, A Warm Welcome. You're about to play a short demo of a game about a loved one who recently died and left you with the task of clearing her home. In this game, you choose which items to pack and keep, which to recycle, and which to auction and sell. Some items must be packed. Please enjoy the demo. Okay. Welcome to Lavender Lathe. Before Miss Kettlewell died, she asked you to tidy her country house, Lavender Lathe. In each room, you must pack, auction, or recycle every item you can see, but keep an eye out for secrets to get a gold star. How you choose to deal with each item will lead to different outcomes, but don't worry, there are no wrong choices. You can always replay chapters to see what else could happen. Okay. Publisher's letter. Well, no. A letter from a publishing house, it seems important. The memoir, a handwritten memoir. It's been badly damaged by dripping water and some words are illegible. Cat basket, a large wicker cat basket. It still has cat hair on the inside. Must have been a big cat. It's too big for the box. Walking stick. The wood is worn at the apex of the handle and the rubber ferrule is cracked. Ferrule is cracked. It looks too large for the box. Stack of 7-inch vinyl records. A stack of small 7-inch vinyl records. They appear to be in good condition. Unsent letters. These letters are torn and have no postage stamp. The dates span many years. A beloved family photo. A wallet-sized photograph of a large family. Everyone is smiling. Damp bus pass. A pass that allows free bus travel for people over 60. Endurable binoculars. A heavy pair of binoculars with a floral printed strap. There's a blade of grass stuck to the focus wheel. Okay, well, I feel like these two immediately, I feel like we need to keep. So we're gonna pack here. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Nope. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna... I think vinyls are also a good thing to hang on to. Put you here. And then the family photo. And then the publisher's letter, I think, was important too. Traditional witches' bells, a set of bells to hang on a door believed by some to ward off negative energy. The best pass doesn't feel crazy important to me in terms of keeping it. I think we have to keep the memoir. And then maybe attempt to keep the bells. Let's see. Like, I want to keep the witches' bells just because I think they're really cool. Okay. And then finals there. You're there. Okay. I don't love it. But we can go see what else we have out here. Can you move around it? A walking stick. So I guess we'll recycle the walking stick. Okay. Let's put you over in that corner. Can we auction you? Sure. Okay. Ooh. Rattling pill box contains a salmon pink capsule, 2 round white pills, and a yellow oval pill for each day. Monday and Tuesday are empty. Kind of sad. Let's recycle those. I don't think we need to keep those. I don't think we're gonna have room for the binoculars. Yeah, okay. What are we feeling? Is there anything in particular that you guys are like, we should really hang on to those? I think the binoculars are cute, but I don't know if they're... But like, everything tells... Oh, this is gonna be rough. I'm like, everything tells a story, though. But like, the letters, like the unwritten ones and the one from the publisher, I feel like have to stay. The family photo and then the memoir have to stay. So the only like things I would be willing to part with would be these. But it's still like shit. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have enough space for everything. How do you fit in? Not well. Okay, yeah, you basically, you and the memoir cannot fit in here together, and the memoir is way more important to me. I unfortunately think these might have to be an auction. The pair of binoculars with a floral print. There's a blade of grass stuck to it. Okay, we can auction. Oh, we can't, because the cat thing's the only thing we can auction. Because it takes up the whole box. Okay, well then does it make more sense to auction the... Okay, we'll recycle. Is that... I don't feel like this fits, but... What for auction? We're trying to room. So you, or we want to try an auction? Oh, never mind. It's just the one. Okay. Okay. All right, and then the bus pass we can recycle. I think that's everything that we can really interact with. Oh, the rug. Okay. Recycle the rug. Where are you? Tampered invoices. Old invoices, several of the words are oddly spaced and the text is misaligned. Hover over the flaps of the packing box to show the menu of the box actions. Skip the wait by pressing right mouse button. Try using it to close and seal the box and finish packing. Oh. Oh, interesting. I kind of want to know what this is. I think we'll do this. Empty and return, empty all, finish packing. I think we're gonna do that. I want to know what is up with those invoices, especially because they were hidden. Friday noon later. Item up for auction. Durable binoculars. Publisher's letters. Malthouse Publishing, 54 Bedford Lane, London. Dear Miss Kettlewell, thank you for submitting your book proposal. Our editor-in-chief is particularly fond of personal memoirs, and we are all impressed by the excerpt provided in your proposal. We believe a story such as yours could be an excellent addition to our publishing portfolio. Please send your full manuscript to the address above, and our editorial team will be in touch. Sincerely, illegible signature, Malthouse Publishing. You found a stack of old vinyl records that belong to Miss Kettlewell. These will be played on record players. They will be played on record players as you explore the house. Check the audio settings to adjust music and the effects, your preferences. It's supposed to be the memoir mentioned in the letter. It's water damaged. Restore the memoir by filling in the blank phrases. The items you have chosen to keep will help form a picture of who she was. Chapter 1, A Warm Welcome. I don't recommend getting old, but I suppose it beats the alternative. At least I've aged undetected, gracefully, or independently. Gracefully. I can no longer hide my blank. I can no longer hide my sins. That's insane. Run with grandchildren, bear secrets. I can no longer bear grandchildren. I can no longer hide grandchildren. I can no longer hide secrets. I can no longer run with sins. Because we can mix and match, baby. So I spend my days waiting and reminiscing about the past, scrapbooking and reminiscing about the past, or ruminating. I'm just gonna scrapbook. She was a scrapbooker for sure. So she can no longer hide grandchildren. I don't know, like she's kind of an interesting character now. I'm like, oh, what's this? I can no longer. I think I'm gonna do hide my secrets, make her a little mysterious. Her a little interesting. The handcuffs. Interesting. Okay. Okay. What else did we get? Nope. I want to... where are my items? We're missing 2 items? Well, we're going back in. What did we miss? Yep, thank you. Welcome to Lavender Lathe. Okay, no, we already read this. What did we miss? What are you? Damaged cat flap with the door broken off. Small splinters of wood and glue remain. Is that one of the options? We'll recycle you, I guess. We'll auction you, because we didn't auction you last time. We've got to keep you. Then recycle you. We'll recycle the papers this time. I'm curious to see what changes. Keep you. Recycle. Keep the publisher's letter still. keep you still. And you. And... Did we keep the binoculars? I don't remember. But we'll see what we can fit. Okay, still you. Okay, and then still recycling you. But it was missing 2 things. So we found the cat flap. That was its own thing. I can't change the direction that goes in. It's literally just up or down. What else? What did we miss? Oh, wait, what were you? Meal for 1 receipt. A receipt for a ham sandwich and a cup of tea, slightly smudged with 2 small spots of water damage. Interesting. Okay, so we found all the things now. So let's see what we can fit. You. No, I wanted to be back in here, please. Okay, so we've just got... I don't think we're going to be able to fit either of those in here. Like, I want to see what the binocular says, so I'm okay with leaving the vinyls behind. There we go. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. It seemed like it was important. You should keep it. I don't want to. Okay, well. Sorry, binoculars. I guess you're not coming with us. Okay, so we're gonna seal the box again. And then we're gonna read all the stuff before we head to the boat. All the stuff that we kept. Cool. Well, the binoculars got us more munties, but that's okay. Yep. We found those. Water damage. Oh, did these not say anything? No. I think we just went back through that for nothing. At least I've aged gracefully. We'll still say gracefully. Can no longer bewitch my grandchildren. Not secrets. Well, bewitch my community sounds sketchy. So I spend my days meditating. Sure. Cool. We'll move on to the second one. Alright, chapter 1, warm welcome, the porch. Auctions. Pack items into selling boxes and put them up for auction. The auction won't end for many days, so you'll receive phone notifications and updates on this page to show you where the current value of the bid is for your items. Some items are worth more than others, so choose carefully. You can come back to this page at any time through the notebook. Okay. Whoa. Were we supposed to jump to chapter 4? Packing supplies can now be found in every room. You also have a budget for each room to buy extra packing supplies like bubble wrap. Spend your budget through the action menu in the packing view. If you don't have enough of a particular packing supply, it will use some money from your budget instead. Anything you don't spend will be added to your holiday fund. Okay. I I don't know if we were supposed to be here. Chapter 1 locked. Okay, so we did that. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it and think and assume that this is what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, what are you? Herbal tea. A jar of homemade tea filled with an array of leaves and flower petals. It has strong herbaceous smell. Love that. Lighter. A pocket lighter of the kind you can buy cheaply off of at any off license. Very heavy and ticks incessantly. Rowan tree hanging, the tree of life, often believed to symbolize strength, growth, and connection between earth and sky. This picture is unpleasant to look at. It's got like a pound sign on the back. Candlestick. Move the lamp. Oh, kitty! A ceramic kitty cat. Not very heavy. Okay, so now we have to pay attention to weight. Well, the kitty's obviously coming with us. Why wouldn't it? What is happening? You found a vacuum pack. So added to your supplies, use some vacuum packs in the packing view to shrink soft items like cushions, curtains, and clothes using less space. Awesome. Pepper mill. The turning knob at the top is slightly worn from years of use, but it's otherwise unremarkable. Wine bottle, unopened and unremarkable, but sitting it in pride of place suggests it was being saved for special occasion. Flower jug, the floral design appears to have been clumsily painted by hand. Serving tureen, a large serving dish suitable for feeding many people. Loan Shark's ledger. A ledger full of neatly written names and columns of monetary amounts. Some of the names are crossed out. Interesting. Ooh, bubble wrap. It's been added to your supplies. Bubble wrap in the packing view with tape to protect breakable items like vases, jars, and bottles in the packing. Some items can break in transit if they're not protected with bubble wrap. Make sure that any unprotected items aren't touching any hard and heavy items. Okay, breakable items, if unprotected, will break only when packed adjacent to heavy, hard items, ignoring diagonals. Got it. Leaving an air gap between the two items keeps a breakable one from being damaged. If bubble wrapped, a breakable item can be placed next to any other without being damaged or causing damage. A soft item of any weight will never cause damage to a breakable item. Got it. You found some tape. It's been added to your supplies. Use tape in the packing view to reinforce the packing box to hold more items, or with the bubble wrap to protect fragile items. Napkins. Clean, neatly. Sorry, something just triggered our echo. She's just like, I don't know how to help you with that. And I'm like what did you hear? Napkins. Cleaned, neatly pressed cloth napkins. Ponds and Ditches, a nonfiction book about local flora and fauna. Many of the pages are stained with mud and splashes of water. That's cute. Cracked tureen, looks like it would probably leak if you put liquid inside it. Family portrait, a portrait of a large family with many children. The heavy frame is very ornate and free from dust. Bread basket for serving bread rolls to a party of people. It has a thick coating of dust. Urtica dioica. Bunches of nettle hung with string. They're partially dry and have strong earthy smell. Uplifting drink. A strange drink with a sharp pungent smell. Inhaling deeply produces a pleasant lightheadedness. I love how like we picked the witch's bells, and so at least I assume that it might be connected, where we chose to keep the witch stuff so it's becoming like witchier, but it also just could have been her anyways. Envelopes. It's been added to your supplies. Use envelopes in the packing view to pack pictures, drawings, and letters using less space inside the box. Okay. Okay. So family portrait I feel like should go. We can try the wine bottle. We'll do the uplifting drink for shiggles. Ponds and Ditches could be cute. Loan Shark Ledger is curious and interesting. Don't really care about napkins. Those could be cute. Tea could be cute. I kind of want to know what's going on with this picture. Clock is very heavy though, so let's see. Let's see what kind of space we're working with here. Hover over placed items in the packing view to show a menu of actions. Skip the wait by pressing the right mouse button. Experiment with packing supplies to inspect items to see what surprising things might happen. Don't worry, you can't lose anything. You can also access other menus the same way. Try hovering over things like the staging area and the packing box flaps. Oof. Okay, so this big boy. Ooh, wine is also huge. Which we're probably gonna have to wrap. Wait, we had envelopes. Can only be applied to foldable items. You change the size of an item by half to reduce their weight by 1. They can be reopened if the item is returned to the room. Okay. I think we're gonna put that up for auction, unfortunately. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, we're not going to be able to do the family portrait at the same time. Okay, how do I use you? So can I put you... How to use? How use? I guess you might just not be foldable. Hmm. How do we use? Bubble can be applied to breakable items. Oh, I see. Okay. I do want to bubble wrap you. Because you are precious. I think the wine can go. I think we're okay without the wine. I want to know what's going on with these. So if we do this, put you in the corner. You can not go there, apparently. Okay. There? There? Oh. This is not super great. Okay. Shrink soft items. We don't have anything soft. Reinforce the packing box, I think helps with weight. Budget can be spent by packing items or reinforcing the packing box. Any budget left over counts towards your final savings. Budget can be found in the room. It can be recouped if the resources are refunded. Okay. Can I get another box? Is that a thing that can happen? Match items to the dots. Create more grammatically consistent word choices for the memoirs by packing items which go together. Huh? What the hell does that mean? Shadeless wall lamp. It's broken and casts an unpleasant shadow. Oh, is it the dot? Okay, so we've got a 1, a 2. Is that what those mean? Sure. Okay, what do we have that's tall and skinny that we could take? Do you fit? You do not. Okay, well. We're gonna recycle you. I kind of feel like auctioning the wine might not be a terrible call. What else can we auction? Because we've got 2 slots. Can you go in here? Okay. What if we did this with you? Oh, I hate it. I want you to go back. Ugh. Okay, we're just gonna kind of put everything in here so we can see what it, like what shapes everything is, and we'll kind of go from there. Lighter, the thingy, and the candle. And I think that's all of the items, because I don't see anything else that can be, like, interacted with. Oh, we can take the tablecloth. Yep, okay. I think that is everything. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. Cool. So we can shrink wrap this. That still didn't help like I wanted it to, but okay. And we can fit the lighter in here. Oh, no, wait. Oh, hell yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. I guess the lighter can come out right now. We don't need the lighter. Okay. Okay, the candlestick, we'll recycle the candlestick. That's fine. Okay. What were you? No, I don't think there's anything we can do, so we're gonna recycle you. Recycle you. Recycle you. You are literally breaking, so you're gonna recycle. You, I don't think is gonna fit. Recycle. We'll auction that. You, I don't think are gonna fit. Recycle. 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 What's gonna fit over in that corner, dude? Is anything gonna fit in that corner? I don't think so. It's kind of unfortunate. Hmm. No. No. Ooh. Hmm. Is there a way to... Shoot. Okay, what are we working with here? So we've got the interesting drink. We've got the Lone Shark Ledger, a lighter, and then the table runner. I'm going to reinforce the box. We're going to take the drink. Swear I just reinforced. Oh, that's... Oh, got it. Oops. Okay. Is there anything else that was just kind of like 2 slots that we could take? I don't think so. I think everything else was like huge. That's okay. Take the lighter for shiggles. Are you kidding me? The lighter won't make it in? gonna bubble wrap that just to be safe. This is a weird concoction of things that we're taking. But this is the story that we're painting for Tabitha. But this, blah. I feel like there's gotta be, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots. So this definitely is not gonna fit regardless with this stuff. So this was the family portrait. Oops. Okay. So now the question is, can I fit you guys all at the same time? And I don't think that answer is yes. Ah. Like the cat's gotta go. Like, that's a no-brainer. Non-negotiable. You'll go back in the corner. I don't really care about the sheet. Why can't I fold you? Don't think there is literally anything else in here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna send that to packing. Those are unfortunately not gonna come with us. We're just gonna lean into the witchy vibe. Or not. Okay. There we go. And the lighter. It's such a weird packing job, but... okay. Yep. Okay. Finish packing. I don't like what we did here, but... it is what it is. Okay. So sorry if you guys are catching my husband. I thought I had it set up to where you guys shouldn't be getting any of that. So, try to make a couple changes. Okay, you guys hopefully shouldn't be getting that now. Okay, cool. Alright. What did we have here? Did we get anything? Switch to the memoirs. Chapter 4, Wine and Dine. I used to blank having our blank over for dinner. Spies, relish, brace for, revel in, light up. Used to revel in having our close circles, flame, clouder, special concoctions, friends. But there was not else to do in the village back then. Let's do friends. Light up, revel in, brace for, relish. Okay. We'll stick with that. I used to pride myself on my blank. We'll do special concoctions. So transformative, well-groomed, magical special concoctions. But blank always sold a show. My vim and vigor, my growing pottery. My cat always stole the show. I found the blank, talk blank. I do blank. I found the dreary, talk soothing. I do... oh, fuck. I do blank. Found... Nope. I found the jury talk transformative. I do brace for blame. That doesn't super make sense, but that's kind of all we really have. Of course, Blank was especially fond of Blank. Of course, the local gossip was especially fond of my elixirs. As you get older, you learn that truly successful dinner party is thanks to the company, not the cuisine. Little kitty cat. Cute. Okay, we did get all of them. Oh no, we missed one. Okay, I'm not sure where that one would have been, so I think we're gonna leave that be. 41 days. Crazy. Okay. Alright, and then chapter 7, I think, was the last one. Chapter 7? There we go. Bedfellows. Okay, scratchy linens. The texture of these linens would be very uncomfortable to lie on. They're riddled with holes which no one has cared to mend. We got some bubble wrap. A comfortable cushion and its permanent indentations implying it's well used. Oop. Let's go in there for a second. We've got a key. Found a... Oh my god, excuse me. You found a small key. You can use small keys to unlock furniture like cupboards, drawers, and other locked things. Oh. A betrothal cameo brooch. An engagement gift from a time before engagement rings were the standard. It depicts the face of Hera. That's super cool. We may auction this one. Foul tincture. This tincture emits a sour, rancid odor. Candles. Bedside candles for romantic lighting. Some people believe meditating with purple candles can help promote self-discovery. We're gonna see. Okay, we want a 1, a 2, and a 3 dots. We may keep those. Oop, got another small key. Old painting, an abstract painting of a busy city street. The frame is made from MDF. It's too big to go in the box. Okay, so we may have to just auction that one. Matricaria chamomilla, an edible plant known for its calming effects when ingested. This one has been meticulously maintained with flourishing flowers. Unfortunately, I think we need to recycle. A hardy plant traditionally associated with strength, fidelity, resilience, and friendship beyond the grave. It's cool. I'll try and keep that. Green man, centuries old symbol of rebirth, renewal, and growth, often associated with the wild vivacity of the youth. I don't know what kind of... Oh. Oh, what's this? Hush money. A suspicious envelope stuffed with cash. A note inside says, keep thy gob shut and the can keep twedge. Oh my god. I don't know what words those just were. Oh, we've got another key. A wedding veil. The lace is beautifully made and very delicate, but it has been kept in pristine condition. It has no holes or fading. Cute. Jumper with cat hair. Hi. She's so silly. A jumper with cat hair, a cozy, comfy jumper with a dusting of cat hair for extra warmth. Bless you. You good? Darling, an urn full of ashes. There's a faint pale pink lipstick stain on the outside of the urn. Sad. His pipe, some very old tobacco still lingers in the bowl. It's lost most of its smell. Oh, fuck. Conference notes, many pages of handwritten notes about the innovative planting strategy and healthy soil maintenance. I'm putting everything in there. I'm backing back because I don't know what kind of space we're going to have. Ooh, tape. Ooh, a key. Well-loved teddy bear. This bear is old, very firm. It's been painstakingly repaired many times. We want to go this way. A wooden duck. What did you say? A charming wooden duck. It's very solid and appears to be hand-carved. Tape and bubble wrap. Hi. You want to come over here? I don't want to. Alright, got the tinctures. Another key. Jesus, how many keys do we need, dude? Ceramic toadstool, an ornament depicting two toads upon a toadstool. It's separated by a crack down the middle, yet it's not broken apart entirely. Carafe and water glass for bedside water. The cut glass design is very elaborate. You want to come over here? You want to say hi? A collection of mounted butterflies. They are neatly arranged with their individually labeled with their scientific names. Are you able to move or not? Guess not. So we're immediately gonna auction the sheeps. Come on. You got it, big jump. Good job. Good girl. Hi, you gonna come say hi? Okay, I don't. Could probably put the cat hair jumper back. And I don't really see anything else in here. Granted, we missed something last time. But, like, aggressively clicking on things, I don't see anything else. I need that. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, let's take a peek at what we're working with here. Okay, so this we can bubble wrap, but it's really heavy. Let's go ahead and auction you, because I think you're kind of cool. I'm gonna recycle you. You are really freaking cute, so we're gonna see if we can hang on to you. We're gonna bubble wrap you. Where's the ashes? That one I think has to stay. Like, I don't think we have a choice in that one. Unwrap that one. Oh, okay. I don't need to wrap this one. Okay, fine. Bubble wrap. That was a 2 and a 1. Okay, so we're okay on that front. We need a 3. We've got the well-loved teddy bear, but I unfortunately don't think the teddy bear is going to fit. So I think we're going to have to put that one this way. Got conference notes. We've got the pipe. We do have that. We're gonna put the duck in here. The veil we could probably shrink. Just don't know if that's super crazy helpful. Just auction the money. He can we could probably auction. I don't think there's really much else that we can do in terms of like moving things around. Okay. Like we just have so much left to work with here in terms of like spots. I don't think we had anything that was just a single slot, though. That's the exact same fucking thing, just backwards. You back. Okay. So, this has to stay. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. The urn is staying. I think the toadstool is really cute. And I think it's really cute, and I think it represents the two of them. But I think we may put that one up for auction. I want to keep the hush money a little bit, because I'm curious as to what that would lead to. What's the turn? There we go. Ew. Do that. If we could rotate you. What a bitch. Okay. Put you there. I feel like his pipe's gotta stay too. Okay, well what if we do you over on this side? Put you there. You there. You came in here. You went there. You came back out. You go here. Uh like sure. Too big. No. Okay, so that's not gonna fly. What about you? Really change anything here? I don't necessarily need to keep all of this. It was just kind of like these are the things that would fit. The veil I think would be really nice to keep. I don't know if his pipe isn't super necessary to keep because we're keeping the urn, so it's like we're already keeping something. The notes could be helpful to keep. We've got 2, a 1, a 1, a 3, and a 2. Okay, so we've got a decent array. Can we auction off the hush money? Can't. Okay. We will do this. Go back to 1. Shoot. 3. 3. Is there anything that we think could be less expensive than his pipe? I don't think so. So we're gonna seal this, finish packing. Okay, let's see what we've got in here. Trash to treasure. Bin man bags fortune. Local refuses collector Dan Iveson made the find of a lifetime yesterday when he spotted a dusty painting poking out of the wheelie bin in Jimerton Village. The piece, later revealed to be the original long-lost masterwork of esteemed artist Neo Valentina, was sold to an art museum for over 3,000 euros. Okay, item for auction. Yep. Oh, son of a bitch, dude. Okay. Alright, go to memoir. It's true what they say, you know. Blank, blank, blank. And my husband certainly made me feel bewitched. You know what they say? True what they say, you know? Happy wife. A many splendored thing. But if a marriage is the story of two lives intertwined, ours was barely a novella. I never remarried after he died. I utterly adored him, and I was free. I can't say I expected to outlive him. Truthfully, I don't think I gave it much thought at all until it happened. Ultimately, he was a smart husband, and I I released our ties, but the true love of my life was my word. I don't think I like this one. Hold on, let me go back. Okay. You know what they say. It's true what they say, you know. Happy wife, a many splendored thing. That doesn't make sense. Where love, happy wife till death. My husband certainly made me much love. But if a marriage is the story of two lives intertwined, ours was barely a novella. I never remarried after he died. I mourned him. We'll do that. And I was free. Can't say I expected to outlive him. Truthfully, I don't think I gave it much thought at all until it happened. Ultimately, he was a smart husband, sure, and I held our ties, but the true love of my life was my work. Sure. Yo. I just realized there was a second page of things. Hey. I'm just gonna be back in. I don't want to go back in. I don't want to be back in. Wait. That was cute. Okay. That was adorable. I think that has such an interesting premise of like whatever you find and choose to keep is what shapes the story. Or shapes the story of Tabitha. But that one was super cute. I like that one a lot. I'm interested to see if it like evolves before it fully releases. You see, oh, I'm a dirty liar. It's already released. It released back in October. Whoops. But I'm interested to see how it evolved from the demo. That's cool. It looks like it's got some updates and whatnot already out too. But yeah, that's cool. I think it would be really fun to play it on the cozy mode and then the relaxed mode. I think it'd be really interesting to play it on the relaxed mode just to explore and see what all of the options end up giving you. Instead of having to go back in and like figure out the puzzle like a shit ton of amounts of times. But I do think that could be really, really cool to see just the way that the story kind of changes. And also see if, because we picked up a lot of like the witchy-esque type things. But I'm curious to see if literally the types of things that are in each of the levels changes depending upon what you grab. I think that could be really interesting too, if it's that detailed based off your decisions. But I think we may call it there tonight. I feel like it's a little early. Well, no, we're at 2.5 hours. Okay, no, we're good. So I say I feel like we're ending a little early, but I feel like we're just kind of at a point where it's like an awkward time in order to start something brand new. But we could chat for a second about what we want to do on Wednesday. So I think I'm gonna pull Crime Scene Cleaner off of the options. I think that one may come back kind of sporadically. Maybe like if we like wrap up a game and we don't really have anything else rocking and ready to go, that we would do Crime Scene Cleaner in that scenario. But it's a super fun game. I really like that game. But I could feel myself like zoning in on it so hard that I forgot to talk to you guys. And that's half the reason why we're here, is so that I can talk to you guys and like we can have fun together. And so I don't want to just ignore you guys because that's no fun for anybody. So I think I'm going to pull that one off of the list, but we still have Strange Antiquities that we could potentially play on Wednesday. We have Dredge, or we could do a demo night. So we'll stick with those three. So demo night would be similar to the back half of this one, where we just spin the wheel and we see what we get. I think we've been able to do like 3-ish of them. So 2 to 3, depending on the length of them, every time we've done a demo night. or we can jump straight into Strange Antiquities, which is the follow-up game for what we played the last couple weeks, Strange Horticulture. This one is an antique store. Let me actually get to the store page here real quick. So I'm also curious what the little blurb says. I don't think I've read it yet. There's still a little kitty cat in this one. I'm very excited for that. He's so freaking cute. Become the custodian of a store dealing in occult antiquities. Explore the quaint and gloomy town of Undermere, where strange goings on and dark mysteries abound. Find and identify arcane artifacts. Use your collection to aid the townsfolk with their unusual problems. And remember to pet your cat. So, gonna be freaking adorable regardless. Strange Horticulture was so much fun. So, very interested to see how they improve. I'm gonna usually use improve just because it is the second of the game. So, like, you would generally, that's the word I'm looking for, expect a developer to get better at what they're doing, especially if it's in the same like theme or style and atmosphere, world, whatever. I always must pet all the cats. Yes. Always. So I say, speaking of, but Alira left, so she's not over here. I think she's back there again. Yeah, she's back there again. But that one, so Strange Antiquities is always an option. Dredge was the like kind of Cthulhu-esque fisherman boat one, which I think could be really fun as well. And then just do a demo night. So those are going to be our three. We're going to have three options. I will do a poll at the start of stream on Wednesday. So probably around like 7:30, 7:40-ish, because we'll probably chat a little bit beforehand, do our poem of the day, and all of that jazz. And then we can do a vote and see what we want to commit the next couple weeks to. Because I believe both of those games are around 10-ish hours. So they're probably going to take a couple Mondays and Wednesdays, which is a-okay, because Fridays are still going to be Fable Fridays. I think we may finish Fable this Friday, which is exciting, because that's a super fun game. But that also means that we may need to pick another Friday game soon, which is super, super fun because those are our longer games. I have an entire list of games. Let me pull that up here. I have a whole list of games. I made a spreadsheet and then also kind of color coded it based off of like how many hours it takes. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10-ish games that we could potentially pick from. I won't throw all 10 at you guys all at one time. I'll pick like the ones that I'm most drawn to become our new long form Friday game. But I think we'll finish Fable this weekend. I did, or not this weekend, on Friday. I did look up quests because we're in like the DLC spot now, and so I was just curious to see about how much longer we had to get a vibe for if I needed to keep pushing last Friday, or if there was enough to continue for this Friday. And it seemed like there might be enough to continue to this Friday, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to do an entire stream. So we may go ahead and immediately pick another Friday game then, or depending on what time it is, we may just do demos. We may hang out. We may, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're going to start the day Friday with Fable. Thursday, we've got another surprise stream. So I will be on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm excited. But Thursday, we are going to be playing Phasmophobia. A little bit later, it's going to be 8:30, I believe. I will double check and I will confirm that on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it was 8:30, but we're going to be playing Phasmophobia to celebrate the dinner roll hitting affiliate, which was super freaking exciting and so stoked for him. But we are going to be playing Phasmophobia with him, with Melly, and with Bagel. And so that is going to be a super fun night. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream just because we have to start a little bit later. But then I just completely lost that train of thought. Holy cow. But we're going to start a little bit later, but we're not going to be going too late, especially because I do have to work the next morning because it's a Thursday. But that is the plan for this week. Got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we'll reset and do it again next week. Hopefully by Wednesday, I will have the Discord fully up and running. I'm just doing a little bit of troubleshooting, getting a couple of other eyeballs on it to make sure I've got everything set up correctly. But if you guys want to join the Discord, it is going to be Tring Spring Silly Goose University. So you guys can become members of TSGU and come hang out over there. but that way we can chat and have fun and whatnot when I'm not streaming. Um, that way we can, celebrate each other, especially like I've got a channel in there for celebrating achievements and whatnot because we need whatever good is in the world right now. We need to make sure we're celebrating it. But we've got a handful of channels over there for us to just chit chat about things that we love, whether it be games or books or movies or art or whatever achievements we've got or whatever. And I'll have like the poem of the day posted so that if you miss a day and you are interested in the poems, you can still go back and reference those as well. So I hopefully have that fully up and running on Wednesday. That way, as soon as I've got that, if you guys want to come on over and join, amazing, wonderful. It is not an obligation. I know some people may just not even be Discord people at all. That is a-okay. But if you want to chat more, that's a great place to do it. But that'll hopefully be up and going by Wednesday. And I think that's all of the like house cleaning stuff. House cleaning is not the right word there. What is the word? Housekeeping. That's the word. Good Lord. And, oof, that one escaped me real hard. Wonderful. Okay. I don't think I have anything else. If I do, I'll make sure to write it down so that I can talk about it on Wednesday. But Wednesday, keep in mind, we're going to be doing either demo night, dredge, or strange antiquities. So if you have a preference on that, try to get here at the start of stream so you guys can vote on what we do. We will do our dress Dennis, which I totally forgot to get him dressed for you guys today. I just realized that. So sorry, you guys. He was naked the entire time. But we will get Dennis dressed. I will remember to get him dressed for you guys so you can see him. And then we will do our poem and then chat for a little bit. And then I'll put up the poll so we can figure out what we want to play. But thank you for being here, you guys. I'm going to take a peek real quick and see who we've got on tonight so we can go hang out. Let's see. Oh god, my nose is so itchy right now. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, are we feeling Animal Crossing or Schedule 1? Do you guys have a preference? So we've got two of our friends. They've got very similar view counts. If there's no preference, then I can pick at random. That is a-okay. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna go hang out with Lace. She is playing Schedule 1, I believe, with one of her friends. So I think we are gonna just go hang out with her for a bit. Perfect. Awesome. I'm so sorry. I know you guys can't hear him. But my husband is playing Monster Hunter with some of our friends, and I just suddenly hear him going, wee! And I'm like, this is incredible. Truly one of my favorite things is when he just goes a little crazy. I love it so much. But alrighty. Anyways. Oh, I did not mean to hit that many times. But if you guys want to copy and paste that raid message, please feel free to do so. I am going to go ahead and start that raid so we can head on over to hang out with Lace. But thank you guys so freaking much for being here tonight. I appreciate y'all so much, and I will see y'all on Wednesday. But I hope that you all stay silly and stay safe. Mwah.